Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest and Lizardo's adventures. So let's actually increase the dungeon difficulty once again, and we're going to be playing on dungeon difficulty 9. And at this point, well, our success rate has been very good, as you can see right here. Runs completed 8 out of 11. Pretty nice. Let's hope that we can continue this. This is a short length dungeon, so I'm very much hoping that this is going to be okay. Bear in mind that if I am able to, this is going to be a pretty big deal. If I can complete this, this is going to potentially enable me to buy the white armor set, the white color armor set. And hopefully, because that's basically the best armor that we can get in the game for us, and hopefully that is going to result in us getting some nice stuff. So we're gonna try it. I'm using my Blade of Distortion, I think it's called, and we're gonna see if this is actually a good idea. You know what? Should I just run? I feel like because I have so much athletic skill, I should just run. And also, by the way, I changed Lizardo's name a little bit because it was kind of funny because there was an amusing comment, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just change his name around a little bit, make his name a little bit more fun, Even though it was a pretty cool reference before, but this is nice as well because it means that he's starting to evolve a little bit. He's starting to become just that much more powerful. Ooh. Okay, we got a bit of a problem here. We've got some rat ogres. Alright, hello. Okay, we got to be a bit careful with these guys. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run. Or not, as the case may be. I'm actually going to run this way. Yes, I'm going to run this way instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to run. I thought I'd decide to, start that sentence again. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to be very sneaky here, and I'm just going to go straight on by. We're going to kill this guy, of course, because that's what we do. Where's my healing, by the way? I'd very much appreciate actually getting some heals. Yeah, it seems like it's taking its sweet time, and there you go. Okay, we were able to get through, surprisingly enough. Oh dear. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I just want to ask something real quick. What actually happens with our healing? Because it feels to me like we're not getting any heals whatsoever. It's kind of strange. It is really weird, actually. Anyway, yeah, this is bad, as you can quite clearly tell. This is pretty bad. I'm not sure what we can really do from this. I guess I could just continue running this way. Just continue doing this, killing the lower tier enemies, and if other people want to come and try to attack, then I guess we'll just let them do so. I will continue to use my one-handed here. I think the one-handed is probably going to give me the greatest chance of success, even though I don't really like it, considering it doesn't penetrate ward save or anything, so it would be nice if we could actually do that. But the speed of this weapon is just way too good, in my opinion, especially considering we are in a close quarters situation as well. I'm still weirded out by how the heal works, actually, because we sometimes don't get heals for a pretty large amount of time. It seems to take a long time to not level. Well, yeah, level, but it seems to take a long time to actually get a heal. Ah, there we go. There's the heal. I wonder whether it's triggered by something. Oh, no, no, look at this. I got another heal straight away. What's actually going on with that? That's really weird. If anyone can shed some light on what the actual mechanic is in regards to the heal and its cooldown, then by all means let me know, because from my perspective, it feels like... it feels a bit strange. It feels like you partially don't actually get any heals for a pretty good amount of time, and then all of a sudden, you start getting heals, and you get like, you know, 1 or 2 heals or something like that in quick succession. And I feel like that's kind of weird. Oh dear. Okay, this is interesting. Sometimes I actually have to wonder whether the heal is based upon how many kills you're able to get, or how many hits you're able to make. Because sometimes when I'm just running and I want it to activate, it doesn't do that. And it might be because there is no actual, you know, cooldown for the actual ability. It's more like, how many actions can you take in a certain amount of time? You know what I mean? I think that might be what's happening with it, but it doesn't really matter. As you can see, this is, I gotta say, I feel like this is really, really difficult, but that's how it is. That's how it is. We don't have to worry too much about it though, because we are inevitably going to be able to outrun this guy. I mean, I technically could fight him, but I don't know whether I really want to at this point. And there you go. Nice. And look at that. Oh, this is... isn't this a LIZARDMAN item? I think that might be a LIZARDMAN item. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. I don't really want to take any of these things. I'll take this. And this. And maybe that. And this. And this. There we go. Alright, we got 13 renown for that. Not too bad, not too bad. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go very quickly over to the town. And we're just going to sell some things. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm immune to the plague. Thank you. Yes, I'm immune to the plague. So what we're going to do is, obviously I didn't really sell before, so we're going to do a little bit of selling. And yeah, you can see here we can literally sell this vampire armor for an insane amount. Oh, yeah, that is so nice. We need, well, what is it we need again? We need like 90,000, I think, or something like that to be able to purchase the armor that we want. So that is going to be a little bit annoying, but you know, what can you do? You kind of have to just go for it. Someone actually recommended getting this companion, so, oh, I don't have enough space. Okay, of course I don't. Wonderful, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of something then, aren't I? Oh, and maybe some skink stalkers. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of those because, no offense to them or anything, I'm sure they're absolutely fine, but yeah, I'd prefer something else, I guess. Yeah, so she can actually become anything we want, because apparently she's level 1. So I'm actually not entirely sure what to even make her at this point, because we already have a medic. Oh, she's got really good agility, so I guess she could just become like a dodge character or something like that. I'm actually not entirely sure if we could even get her dodge. Does she even have dodge? Can we even do that? I don't even know. Well, let's see. I think strength she should increase for sure. She should probably get power strike so that she can actually do damage. Maybe she could be a good bowman. She could be a good archer, actually. Yeah, let's make her into an archer. Why not? That sounds pretty fun. So let's do that. Let's do athletics. Let's do weapon master. She could be a good horse archer as well, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Should we? Should we actually do that as well? Maybe she could be a good... Yeah, why not? Why not? So riding skill. So we're going to do power drawer, athletics, weapon master, riding, and I think that seems pretty decent. I mean, she's not going to level up that fast because, you know, let's face it, she's got pretty terrible gear. But I could give her this. I mean, she's... and we've got these arrows of death as well, so it might very well be cool. Okay, wait a minute. She can't use that because she doesn't have 9 strength. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be... Yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic. She can wear that. Okay. We can give her this shield as well. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, we don't have anything else that we can really give her, which is kind of sad, but oh well, never mind. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to wage war against the undead pirates. We're going to try to capture as many of them as possible. We're going to keep them in our party as long as we can, and hopefully that's going to help our own forces out. Let's actually see what's happening here. The building in the mill in my village is now complete, which is quite nice. Okay, so they've got 72 here. Okay, I should have a pretty easy time taking this, or at least I hope so. Okay, so we do have 4 engineering with one of our companions, so that's kind of nice, you know. It's okay. And bear in mind, if I am actually able to do this, then we should be fine. Wait a minute. Okay, she has a problem with one of our people, right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So we might have to actually let her go because she has a problem. She has a problem with one of our people, and there's no way. I mean, what's the point? You know, what's the point? We've got a LIZARDMAN, and I'd much prefer to keep the LIZARDMAN than to have the Amazon, but I don't know. I guess it very much depends on if they can bury the hatchet, as it were, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Anyway, we are potentially capable of doing some cool things here, but it very much depends, obviously. Very much depends. I really wish Warband had the cleave attacks and things like that. That would be super, super nice, but obviously it does not, so we're going to just have to deal with it, but at the very least, I'm going to be able to get some nice experience here. Hopefully we can kill these depth guards. They're obviously going to be the main pain point. Actually, you know what? With a two-handed, feels like the depth guards die relatively fast. So I very much appreciate that, to be honest. And we got some Croxagores coming in here as well. Yeah. The two-handed is actually being really useful for us here. Because basically, having a two-handed really makes a huge difference. Basically just kills enemies in one hit. Well, not that guy. But most of the time it will kill enemies in one hit, and it saves me so much extra time because otherwise I'm basically just standing there swinging at one guy and I'm going to get shot in the face or something else is going to happen. But this way I save so much time just kind of, you know, able to cleave through enemies. Just kill them so quickly that we can just then move on to the next objective, whatever that is. And I actually very much appreciate that. Anyway, there we go. We were able to achieve victory there. I'm not going to take any prisoners. No real need for it. And we'll just... I'm not going to request that this be awarded to me, of course. I do not want it. And my village is being raided. So I'm actually going to go over there. Hello there, sir. You will not escape me. I have 10 pathfinding because of a blessing that I bought. Yes. Yeah, these guys are... Yeah, they're never going to be able to do anything here. Okay, wait a minute. Caster will be protected from attacks which bring them to 0 health. Wow, that's actually very, very powerful. Yeah, Warsword Conquest has got such an amazing array of spells that I have no idea about, you know. There's so many of them. Anyway, we can actually charge through these guys. Unfortunately, my horse doesn't seem to do any damage, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess I'm going to need a better charging mount, you know, something that has a little bit more charge damage or something like that. Or maybe I'm just not going fast enough. Maybe that's it. Anyway, my forces should be able to run these guys down relatively easily. And I kind of want to prevent my village from being raided because it has just recovered, basically, from... you know, a relatively low status, and it's finally getting back up to sort of average rich status, and I'd like to try to prevent that from happening again. You know, I really want to make sure that we protect it a little bit, but obviously it's very difficult to actually have that happen when we're running around all over the place. But if I can manage to capture a couple of things here and there, Not all, not everywhere, obviously, but here and there. We may, in fact, find that we can make some pretty cool things happen. Anyway, I'm going to go over here. I think this is a town, right? I think this is a town. Yes, it is. Okay, thank you. We can actually sell some additional stuff. Hopefully that's going to give me what I need. Okay, I'm actually going to sell... I think I am actually going to sell the staff. Because I don't know whether we're going to get anyone that can actually cast spells. And I don't really want to keep it in my inventory. And I also need the cash. So I'm, you know, basically it's a triple whammy right there. Let's go and visit. I'm going to see. I need 90,000. I have 88,000. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? That is kind of annoying. I really want to get this super, super badly. Well, there isn't really anything I can do here. Oh no, it's not a Blade of Distortion. It's the Blade of Realities. My bad, my bad. Sorry about that. Alright, well, we're going to need to buy some food first of all. And then we're going to have to... I actually wonder, is there anyone in the tavern here that we could potentially speak to? Some skinks. Oh, potion seller, thank you. Oh yeah, I'll definitely take that. Every day of the week. Okay, let's make our way... Oh, hello. They literally just took this. Oh, okay. My village... My village just got captured. Well, I mean, that's not really my fault. But, yeah, that Grand Arch Commodore Luther Harkon. Wow, what a crazy name that is. Okay, so, yeah, he's coming out here. Wait a minute. He's got 13 fire belchers. Yeah, okay, what else does he actually have that could be problematic? He's got 12 depth guards. He does have an ancient Croxagore in his prisoner hold, though. That looks very appetizing to me right now. Alright, shall we try it? I think this guy is actually the leader of the undead pirates. So if we can eliminate him, I think we'll have a pretty good shot. I'm actually just going to tell everyone to charge, I think. Should I? Actually, wait a minute. Should we just use a little bit of strategy here for a real quick second? Because, let me see. I have 34 infantry. Okay, that's not really as many as I thought I would have. But we could do some interesting things. We could try to come in from the side with our cavalry and inflict good damage, or at least try to. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, let's try it out. I really wish I had my new armor already. That would make so much difference right now. And let's tell my guys to charge in. There we go. Tell my cavalry to charge. And we're just going to do some damage myself. Oh, yeah, this is going to be problematic. The depth guards are going to actually murder every single one of my cavalry extremely easily. But I'm hopeful that my infantry closing in on them will be able to take care of business. It so far is seeming pretty good for us right now. I'd like to kill the fire belchers. Please kill them. Please kill them. Please kill them. I don't need the kills. I just really want them to die. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm actually going to get off my mount right now. This is actually a lame cold one? Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that I was riding around on a lame mount. Okay, I need to replace that so that I can get it back into my inventory, and then my wound treatment can take care of it, and then we can re-equip it at a later point. But the enemy has completely and utterly been destroyed. I guess that's what happens, I suppose. This is actually kind of strange, because I feel like the pirates, surprisingly enough, they're very good when it comes to sieges, right? And, you know, obviously siege defenses, they're going to be much, much better than most, because they generally have, you know, huge amounts of ranged troops. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense that they would have a huge amount of defensive pressure. But when it comes to field battles, on the other hand, where we actually have pretty much like an even playing field, where we're not, you know, having to fight against the walls and the various other things that we would have to fight against, we actually destroy them in almost every single aspect, which is kind of crazy in itself. and I'm quite surprised at that. I actually thought we were going to have huge problems, but I guess it's because I've actually focused so heavily on leveling up cavalry. But this is the funny thing. I am now starting to pivot away from cavalry and get more infantry, because that was the reason why we failed a previous fief siege, because going in for a siege with a bunch of cavalry, not the best idea, right? Not the best idea. But going in with a bunch of infantry, on the other hand, yeah, then that's much, much better. Okay, so we got an ancient Croxagore right here, as well as a regular one. Let's get some of these guys. Okay, I've already reached my capacity. We're going to have to release some of these. Let's just release 10. We're going to have to get some Cold War Champions, Scar Veteran. Let's just see if there's anything else here that we could potentially get. Yeah, I think the Revered Guardians are pretty good for me. And we're going to just leave the prisoners. I don't really need those. Not right now, at least. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. And yeah, I'm not going to be taking any loot, even though I kind of want to, but I think that it's probably not worth it. And as you can see, we do have a couple of people leveling up there. Obviously, as I said before, it's probably not worth me actually keeping Nakwacha, because she is having a problem with one of our people, and it's pretty terrible for us to, you know, continue with that, because otherwise our more experienced companion is probably going to end up leaving, and that's obviously not something that we want. Anyway, let me just wait here. I just want to make sure that we are fighting in the daytime, even though it doesn't really make any difference whatsoever. And yeah, there we go. Just going to do that, and then we're just going to go straight on in. So let's see, what do we have? Okay, we have, wow, I'm out of here. I am out of here. No way. Not in a million years. I do not want to lose all of my troops to something like that. That is quite clearly a case for literally just, like, you know, leaving immediately. That is not something that I want to do. That is really, really harsh. You know, it's actually super funny as well, because I feel like many of these places would actually be really easy for us to take if we just had a couple of people with some shields. But unfortunately, shielded units for the Lizardmen, I've had a look at their troop tree, and I'm going to show you after this, just so you can see for yourself, but I'm going to tell you right now anyway. Basically, shielded units are only available, and I'm talking about infantry here, at the very end, as far as I can tell. Unless the spawning champions have shields as well, but the spawning champions are very low level, so they're not really that effective in general, so that's obviously a bit of a problem in itself, you know. That's not super, you know, confidence inspiring or whatever it is, but yeah, anyway. The point is, you have to level them up quite a significant amount to gain any kind of benefit from, you know, having kind of shields and more defenses. And there's a nice kill on the zombie fire belcher right there. Really want to make sure that we kill those fire belchers as soon as possible. It's actually super funny as well, because I never actually thought before this series, I never thought, hey, you know what? Ogres with cannons and things, I never thought to myself, they do good damage. You know that. It's actually really funny, because we have used a number of ogres in the past. We've used some regular ogre belchers in some armies, just because, you know, I randomly found them in some place somewhere, and I thought, oh yeah, that's going to be a pretty cool thing to you know, try to get into our army there and things. But what I found really funny is that I didn't really think of them as doing super amazing in terms of performance. I thought, oh yeah, they're fine, you know, they're okay. They're not super amazing, they're not super bad, you know, they're just kind of big enemies for the opponent to deal with, and that's pretty much it. That's what I thought of them at the time. I just kind of thought they were big meat shields kind of thing. not really anything that could be super powerful. And yeah, sure, they are sometimes super powerful in general, you know, obviously with your own army and everything. If you recruit some ogres from, you know, a tavern or something, you're probably going to have a pretty decent time if they are accurate enough. But most of the time, they're not really that accurate, and they do tend to, well, they do tend to get themselves killed pretty easily, some of the time, for me, at least. But in these siege defenses, when they have walls and they have stairs and they have all kinds of, you know, barriers that actually prevent us from closing the distance, that makes a huge, huge difference to how effective these fire belchers can be. It's actually staggeringly good. So, yeah, I think that in general that is pretty harsh. Anyway, yeah, no, I almost clicked the wrong, I almost clicked the wrong thing here and I almost lost my revered spear. That would have been absolutely hilarious, because it says dump unworn gear from your inventory to the loot pool. No, thank you. No, thank you. That is a little bit too harsh for my liking. That would have been really, really bad. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, because in an effort to try to get my wonderful armor piece, I'm going to go into this dungeon and we're going to try to run that, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up something relatively good. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to sell it for a decent amount of cash. Okay, so let's actually see what I'm going to take here. I have 10 in pretty much huge amounts of stuff. So I'm actually wondering what I want to do now. Do I just want to pump intelligence right here and just fill out my skill points? Because I could fill out shield and weapon master, riding skill. That's kind of pointless in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I could go for Constitution as well. I mean, I personally like Constitution a great deal because it recovers your health faster when you're on the map, and I like that a great deal. But obviously, maybe it's not the best idea. You know what? I'm actually going to do it. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to raid one of the undead pirates' villages. I know that someone actually mentioned this in the comments a while ago, and I've actually just gotten around to thinking about it again now. So let's actually do that and see what happens. Obviously, I am going to be attacked by the various vassals that are nearby. I'm going to assume that they're going to attack me, at the very least. But if I can manage... Oh, okay. Well, that was weird. That was really weird. Okay, I have no idea what just happened. They apparently just let me do it. They literally just let me do it. That is really quite funny. All right, so let's just go here. I need to go to the guild master to give the cattle, right? Yeah, I'd like to sell you some cattle, 910. Oh, that's really not very good. I mean, yeah, obviously later on down the line, that's probably pretty nice, but yeah, for me right now, not really good. And yeah, so we are hopefully going to have enough. I highly doubt, actually, that we'll have enough to be able to purchase my armor. But I kind of thought, hey, if I can avoid having to do another dungeon, then maybe this is going to be kind of cool. Yeah, I am basically making it, just about. Yeah, kind of, yeah, you know, it's just somewhat. Huh, yeah, okay. Well, whatever the case, let's just go in here, see if there's anything else available. Hello, some sort of animal, clearly. Oh yes, you really want to fight a lizard man. Oh wow, that was actually a guy that was a red devil. Wow, okay, that's quite that's quite interesting. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the unique one of the unique merchants, which is actually pretty cool. So let's see, should we see about buying something else? Do we even want to buy anything else? I don't know. That's the question. I know that the Spear of Twilight is one of my favorite weapons, just purely because it is so incredibly cheap. and you can kill things instantly. 16% chance of instant kill every hit. Yeah, it's very effective. Very, very effective indeed. And definitely one of my favorites, just purely because of that. Dragon Bow is looking fantastic too, as you might expect, but everything else is... Yeah, no, I don't think any mount damaged by this weapon is instantly killed. Yeah, these are the kinds of things that I think are just insane. You know, just stuff like that provides you with an incredible amount of utility or versatility, shall we say, and being able to kill a mount instantly, especially when, just imagine you're going up against, I don't know, the Tomb Kings or something like that, and you can kill all of their snake serpent mounts instantly. That is a significant power spike for you and your forces. So yeah, it's really quite dramatic. Anyway, there is a blade here, and this only works for skeletons, but as you can see, you can regain health with every single kill. I was actually going to create a character with this particular weapon in mind, but I never got around to it. So there you go. Anyway, very, very nice. And yeah, we don't even have that much food at the moment. So what I will do is I will go over to the next town, and I'll see if I can buy some food there. We are running out, as you can clearly see. Just buy a bunch of cheap stuff, I guess. There we have it. I'm just going to see if there is a potion seller in here, because you never know. And maybe it has been... Oh, there is a potion seller, and it has been refreshed. Ooh, so lucky. I literally just got so incredibly lucky there. Alright, perfect. And now, we might be even able to go into a difficulty 10 dungeon. What do you think? Shall we try it out? This is the final level of the dungeon. After this dungeon, I'm probably not going to be doing any more dungeons, because we've conquered it, basically. We've conquered the feature, as it were. Kind of, I guess. And, you know, we'll see. But, yeah, it's unlikely, I guess, that I will. But we'll see. Maybe we will, just for fun at some point. But I think it would be cool to see whether we can actually... Oh, no. Yeah, I think difficulty 10 is a bit too hard for me right now. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I do need... Yes, my one-handed weapon is much, much better than my two-handed right now, which is really weird. Not sure why that is, actually, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm hopeful that... Wow, that is a massive Slanesh avatar. I think I'm just gonna die. Should I just die? I took a healing potion. Okay, I kind of need to... Oh yeah, these guys are just too big. They are just too big, and they've just absolutely clobbered us. I think I will just be spamming my healing potions if I were to stay in here. So I'm just gonna let it happen. Yeah, that is a difficulty 10 dungeon. You see exactly why it's a difficulty 10 dungeon. It's gonna be difficult for us to succeed here, in my opinion. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to be purchasing our best armor that we can get, and I'm going to be very much looking forward to that. Maybe that would have actually helped us to succeed in this dungeon. Who knows? But I do obviously have to go back to a Lizardman town to gain access to it. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.